knowledge of self. Knowledge of self. Some people, the English call it self-awareness. Self-awareness. It is important that you know yourself. It is important that you know who you are as a man, as a woman, as a young girl, as a young boy. It is important that you know who you are. Because if you do not know who you are, then you will be what people say you are. Praise the Lord. If you don't know who you are, then you start to believe what people say you are. If you are a young person in school and the teacher said you are stupid, you are foolish, you cannot make it, you have no future, and you don't know who you are, you'll sit down on yourself and start to say, stupid in me, foolish in me, what can I do? Who am I? You get a point? It is important that you know who you are. Our principal keeps telling us that he is the most handsome man in the world. And it does not matter whether you believe him or not, for him he knows he is. Praise the Lord. And so you need to understand yourself. You need to know what is it that God made you to be. Who are you? What are your areas of strength? What is it that makes you unique? What is your unique selling point? Today when you come for jobs, when you come to be employed in organizations, on interviews they ask you, what new thing are you bringing in this organization? Because we have it all, what we need is any new thing that you are bringing to the organization. So who are you? And for you to be able to understand who you are, it is important that you have a relationship with your Maker. It is important that you understand who made you, to be able to understand who you are. Because you cannot understand clearly what you did not participate in making. If you have a Mercedes-Benz and you are looking for good mechanics to fix it and it has a problem, it is important that you take it to Germany, because it is a car made in Germany. If you want to understand a lot about Toyota products, it is important that you take them to Toyota. I know people who work in Karamoja and they drive their cars all the way from Karamoja and take them to Toyota in Kampala for repairs. The reason is simple. Toyota understands a Toyota made car. Benz are clearly understood by Benz. Ford is understood by Ford. Even us, human beings, are understood by the Maker, the Creator, God. You cannot understand yourself better except you have a good relationship with your Maker. You cannot know who you are very clearly, your strengths, what you're capable of doing, what you are good at, what you're strong at, how well you can relate with others, the purpose for which you were made. Unless you have that relationship, unless you go back to the factory, to the manufacturing area, to the workshop where you were manufactured from, and that is God Himself. God understands you better and can help you to understand yourself better. Because if you don't understand yourself, then you're going to take what people call you to be. I know reputable people. Recently, the Chief Justice of Kenya, Maraga, David, was being intimidated by the ruling that they took as judges in Kenya to overturn the election. And everyone was rising against them. the leadership of the country was rising against them. But that man mentioned a statement that humbled me. He said, I am not a politician. I am a judge and I was trained to pursue justice and deliver justice to those who are suffering injustice. And he said, so let politicians do their politicking and let me a judge to offer my justice. He said, I fear no one except God who chose that I become a judge. I was humbled. That man knows his God. But you see, you cannot make such a statement under such circumstances unless you know your Maker. And He has told you who you are and you clearly understand who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you this morning to start to pursue, to understand yourself, to start to seek this Maker, to start to seek this God, to know Him, so that He helps you know who you are. I can assure you, the day you know yourself, you will be amazed. The day you know yourself, you will be surprised. Of course, if you don't know yourself here, you'll be surprised when you get to know yourself when you're in heaven. You say, wow, this is how great I was meant to be in the world, but you were not great at all because you didn't know who you are. So I applaud you. I request you to seek to know who you are.